Hello, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back. Force with some more Friday Night Magic. Today I will be playing the Hunting Season deck. This is the next one in our lineup, and as this is okay, we do have a turn 1 and 2 play. After that, we'll be waiting until turn 4 if we draw the lands, which is a little bit scary, but we do get to draw first, so let's go ahead and keep this hand. All right, so we start off with a Young Wolf. It's a 1/1 Undying, which means it comes back with a +1/+1 counter on it when it dies. Same thing with this Geist here. And we're gonna be playing against Elves, oh boy. I don't know about this matchup. So my deck is green aggro token, green aggro token deck is basically what it is. It's got some token generation. It's got Doubling Season, which lets me double whenever a token would come into play, or double whenever counters get put on a permanent. All right, he's gonna play his 2/2. So this effectively makes it so that I don't want to attack. Actually, yeah, you know what? I think I'll just attack with the 2/1 Undying Haste. See if we can get rid of any of his elves. I don't want to attack with the 1/1. The 1/1 he can just block with his 2/2. And the 1/1 just dies. Now the 1/1, it does have Undying. What Undying means is when a creature dies, it's going to come back with a +1/+1 counter on it. Lead the Stampede. All right, so he's looking for more elves. So yes, the deck we're playing against is all about getting elves in play, and elves synergize very well off of each other. He has to reveal. He's got a Taunting Elf. He's got Ambush Commander. Force you control are 1/1 elves that are still lands. Yuck. He played this, which is just a 2/2, although he can cycle it to pump the stuff up. He's going to attack with a 2/2. We will let that go through. And then next turn, I'm going to attack him with all of my creatures. And unfortunately, next turn, we have no play unless we draw into a play. Ooh, we did. It's a 1/1. Creatures with power less than Champion of Lambholt can't block creatures you control. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on Champion of Lambholt. So I put this in play. Now, any creatures with power less than this can't block. So it needs to be pumped up before the 1/1s can't block. But honestly, if he blocks with his 1/1, that's fine, because once more, my creature will come back with an Undying counter, plus the act of that happening will trigger a counter for Champion of Lambholt. All right, so he's just gonna let that damage go through. And then we'll be moving on to his turn. Next turn, we can play this 2/4 Reach. When it dies, put a 2/4 black spider creature token with Reach into the battlefield. So basically when it dies, it just comes back. Reveal the first card you draw each turn. Whenever you reveal a creature card this way, draw a card. Oh, that's good. He's gonna attack with his 2/2. We will let it go through. I'm okay with this race. If he wants to race, I'm okay with it. All right, so now we can play the 2/4 Reach. This is gonna effectively allow us to block the Gem Palm Strider. It's also gonna pump this guy up, which means his creatures with power less than 2 cannot block my creatures. So that means the 1/1 that he has right now cannot block any of my creatures. Even if he wanted to, he does not have the option to. And now remember, besides this one, if any of these creatures die that I have in play right now, these 3, the Young Wolf, okay, Taunting Elf, which means he gets to draw another card, Stranglethorn Geist, or Penumbra Spider, if any of these die, they're gonna be coming back into play, which will once more trigger another counter on the champion, which makes him bigger, which means his creatures have to be bigger if he even wants to be able to block. He's gonna play an Essence Warden. So now whenever a creature comes into play, he gains a life. He's gonna play a Taunting Elf, so he gains a life off of that, bringing him up to 11. And he could play 1 or 2 more creatures. He's gonna play another Taunting Elf, so he gains a life, bringing him up to 12. None of his creatures can block though. And next turn, I will be playing a Doubling Season. He's gonna play a Rancor. Ooh, it's power, right? Yes, so now whatever he plays a Rancor on can block. Unless he plays a Rancor on what he plans. I don't know if he's gonna plan to attack with that or not, but. So if I take that, I'm at 12. He's got 4, 5, 6. he won't have enough to kill me next turn unless he pumps up all of his creatures. If he cycles a Gem Palm Strider, like if he has another one of these and he cycles it, he will have enough to kill me. Yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll block it. So this is gonna get rid of his Gem Palm Strider, but the other big thing it's gonna do is it's gonna pump up our, because this is gonna die, but then we're getting a token into play, which is gonna pump this up again, making it a 3/3. He gets Rancor back. When Rancor goes in the graveyard, it's drop back into play. So he's gonna pump up another guy. But he's already attacked, so he can't attack again. This isn't Hearthstone, you don't get multiple attack phases or anything. Now, if I play another creature, which I can do, then he can't block, and then this will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not enough, though. So he can't block, but I don't have Fatal. The doubling season could be really good. Because I can block with this stuff, and if he pumps this stuff up, he'll die. He can hit me for 4. I have to block this if he attacks with it. You know what? I'm actually just going to play another Spider. Okay. And then I'm going to attack with everything but... I can't attack with the Spider that I just played. So he can't block any of this. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got the Spider to block. Now, he's got 2... This is what I'm thinking, because he's got 2 Taunting Elves in play. If he attacks with a Taunting Elf, I have to block it. I have no choice. I can't block his bigger threats. If a Taunting Elf attacks, I have to block it. All right. Draws an Elvish Vanguard, enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter. Oh, whenever an elf enters the battlefield. So he gets to draw another card. Can he just keep doing that? Oh no, only for the first card, okay. I didn't know if he could keep doing that every time he draws a creature. That'd be insane if it was that. So he's down to 5, but he's gonna be gaining life. I actually hope I draw into another creature, because if I play another creature, this thing will be up to 5. He won't be able to block anything. I'm just thinking, you know, if he gets something with power 4 or greater. We'll find out. He's gonna Yorga Warcaller. He can kicker it twice. He doesn't have the victory right now, though. Because if he attacks with these, I can block 1. He's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It puts me down to 6. Because I'd have to block the Taunting Elf. Okay, looks like he's going for it. Oh, he's just... Okay, if he does this, he just forces through damage. He doesn't lose a Taunting Elf or anything, so he's just getting 2 damage through right now. So I have to block. The block happens. I've got no choice. If I've got a creature that's able to block Taunting Elf, it has to. Okay, so he just pushed through a couple of damage. Oh my. Creatures you control enter the battlefield as a copy of Essence of the Wild. So basically, creatures that I play become Essence of the Wild. Now, he can only block with that. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the win. He can only block with that. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. There we go. Just barely enough for the victory. He can block that. 7 goes through. He's at 7. That's the win. Shazam! All right, let's move on to game number 2. Here. Quest. This. We have the doubling. Judge Beetle and Quest. I'm going to draw a new hand. Hoping for just a little more early. There we go. This is a little bit better. I like this a little bit better. We got the Young Wolf. Got the young wolf to open up with. We can then turn to Dredge Beetle. Or if he plays a creature that it might block with, we're gonna turn to Quest of the Gem Blades. So if he blocks, we get the counter on the quest, plus this comes back from Undying. Wait a second. Oh, he's playing a graveyard fetch deck. He held onto his thing purposefully. Yep, and then he discards a big creature, and then he's gonna fetch it back. Alright, so he's gonna be pulling that back from his graveyard, either next turn with a reanimate, or the turn after with an exhume. Now, it's a 6/6, which we actually can't kill. Okay, so here is a reanimate. So he's gonna be losing life, but he's gonna get the 6/6 flying in play, which is problematic for us. Now, we can quest for the Gem Blade here. I don't think all hope is lost, so we're gonna quest for the Gem Blade. Gonna throw down another young wolf. I am attack with both of them. If he blocks the 2/2, it just dies. If he, yeah, let's attack with both of them. Just trying to get damage through. He started off with a super, not risky, but super aggressive opener. Now, when we pop this Gem Blade, we're gonna put 4 1/1 counters on one of these creatures. Now, they're both 1/1s right now, but they will become 2/2s when they die. So I don't want to pop it on. I don't want to put it on them pre them dying, because the 4/4 doesn't kill it. Although actually it will if I do it with a Earthbrawn as well. So I may do that just to kill a 6/6. The 6/6 flyer is terrifying, obviously. So if I do a Gem Blade plus an Earthbrawn reinforce, that will kill his 6/6 flyer. Now that means I don't get the advantage of this card doing it. Damn it! He's gonna discard the Earthbrawn. So distress. Target player reveals his hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. So we got rid of the doubling season? Really? That's actually surprising to me. He probably has other removal then for... Alright, so this is gonna be 4, then 5. There'll be 6/6 to kill. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna move into combat phase. Attack with both these. See if he blocks. He blocks. 4 counters. Pump it up again. It's gonna be enough to kill it. And it still lives. He's got a Doom Blade, so it does die, but we got rid of his 6/6, like we got rid of his 6/6 flyer, which was the big thing. The problem is now we're completely out of steam, and he's got a graveyard fetch deck, so he's still got stuff, you know, he can still pull stuff from his graveyard and all that. Alright, moving to attack phase. See if he blocks. No. Alright. Pass the turn. I don't want to Earthbrawn because if I Earthbrawn, it gets a counter. And that means the Undying won't trigger. So I'd rather wait till after the Undying triggers to Earthbrawn. It's gonna Doom Blade. Okay, so this is the first iteration gone. Comes back with a counter. I need a land. Like, if we could get Fangren Firstborn into play, that'd be good. That would be good. see if he attacks. He's only got 2 cards in his hand. So, I don't like my odds in this matchup, but he does only have 2 cards in his hand. Let's go ahead and attack. We're waiting with the Earth. We need to draw another land, first of all. Or something, I don't know. My gosh. Has he already used 2 Doomblades? Yeah. Fortunately, this isn't Hearthstone, though, so that's not all we have to worry about. He's going to rise from the grave, pulling a creature from the graveyard. And we know what that's going to be. It's a 6/6 flyer back. Ugh, my God. This freaking game, dude. I can't even kill it with the Earthbrawn now. Oh my God. I can't even kill it with the Earthbrawn now. And even that would leave me boardless. Without creatures on the board. Okay, let's go. You've got 1 card in hand. You just like looking at it for a longer period. You look at it during my turn. You don't need to exclusively look at it at your turn. All right, we're gonna play the Fangren Firstborn, so that when we attack with Fangren, it's gonna pump up my other attacking creatures, which would make this a 3/3, which I could then pump up to a 6/6 if he saves his 6/6 to block. This is all assuming that he's not about to play removal. This is all assuming that he's not going to throw down a removal card right now. One of them is a land. He's going to draw a card with his Sphinx. And the worst part of Sphinx is that he pumps it up. So he's now got an 8/8. I told you guys this game's over. Did I say that already? If I haven't, I meant to. Ay. Alright, so he's obviously going to save for blocking, because he doesn't want me to push through a crazy victory. I guess it's still possible for me to win, because he only has 1 major blocking creature, but... So if I attack with both these, this becomes a 3/3. That's a 4/4. He could just block that and kill it, and then that's it. I need to wait until I can try to like overwhelm him, basically. We're gonna play the Georgia Beetle. And now we can't attack. We just can't. Whatever we attack with will just die. He'll likely block the Fangren. And then he can chump block the 2/2 with his 1/1. So I need more creatures in play than he has to block. But that's not gonna last very long with his Sphinx as he keeps drawing a ton of cards. And keeps making the Sphinx larger and larger. I mean, all he needs to do is draw into some more chump creatures to play. Or at this point, he could almost... He's close to being able to play another huge creature, so... Alright, this is my only chance. For him to not... He has to not kill any of my creatures, and then next turn with the champion, I could push through for the victory, because he won't be able to chump block with his super small creatures. But at this point, I anticipate that he's got another big creature that he can play, in addition to Sphinx. If I attack right now, only 1 creature's getting through, so it'll be a 2/2, and then 3/4/5. That's not enough to win. Actually, it'll be 3/3. 6 is not enough to win. So my only chance is that champion comes through, which looks like it's about to get counterspelled. And play a creature next turn. Okay, so it's going to get undermined. And we're not attacking again, because only 1 gets through. And it would just be a 3/3. And then we'd lose the Fangren Firstborn. My only chance was for this to resolve, then next turn to play a creature so that he couldn't block with his 1/1, and then we could push through, and he would only be able to lock 1 creature, and we could have pushed through for the victory. He's He's gonna Diabolic Tutor. Search his library for whatever he feels like. And it's probably just gonna be removal. And then he's also gonna draw a card. I wonder what he's gonna search for. I'm assuming removal. Or another huge, again, because if he just grabs another huge creature, he's got so much mana at this point, he can just play it next turn. He better pick soon. I wonder if he's gonna time out before he picks. That'd be really funny. I think he just did. I think he just timed out before he picked something. I didn't look at his hand count, so I'm not sure, but I think he may have. Which, hey, any small victories you can take, right? Okay. He's running out of time for his entire turn even, jeez. Second Dredge Beetle. So at this point, if he doesn't play another creature, we'll have 6. We could win next turn if he doesn't kill anything, and if he doesn't play another creature, we could win next turn with an Earthbrawn. This past like 6 minutes have been a lot of ifs as we've been waiting for our opponent to take their turn. And wait we have been. Wait we have been. I mean, look at this. This is his total turn timer. He hasn't even done anything yet. It's already like a third of the way done. So funny. All right, so here's an 11-11. It's 12-12. There's 13-14. 12, 13, 14. Two more damage he can win right now. It's a Putrid Imp. Oh, another blocker. That completely destroys what we had hoped. So now next turn he can just win with what he has in play. We can't win now. We don't have enough damage to push through a victory. Unless we top deck something amazing. That costs 2. Okay, so he wins next turn just through virtue of flying. He can give both these guys flying by discarding, but maybe he can't, so maybe I shouldn't just assume. Alright, so if I attack right now, it's gonna be this guy and then 3/3/3s. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just my creatures just die and he doesn't. Well, because he can just win next turn too with his Putrid Imp, so maybe I should at least try. I'm gonna try. All right, here we go. It's gonna pump those guys up. Now it's his turn to choose blockers. So, wait, are you serious? Please don't have a counterspell. Please don't have a counterspell. What? No. Oh, how sweet it is. How sweet victory. Should not have won that game at all. There's no way. There's no way I should have won that game. That was just stupid. All right, let's take a look at the deck list. Hunting season. Starting off, oh, could have used one of these. A 1/1, you can tap 3 to put a 1/1 green token into play. You can tap 6 for each creature token you control. Put that a copy of that token on the battlefield. Yep, kind of crazy. The Scoot Mob. It's a 1/1. However, at the beginning of my upkeep, if I have 5 or more lands, I can put 4 1/1 counters on Scoot Mob. We've got the Young Wolf. 3 of those. It's a 1/1 Undying for 1. Primordial Hydra, 2 green and an X, and then where X is, you get to put a 1/1 counter, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, you double the number of 1/1 counters on it. And if it has 10 or more 1/1 counters, it has Trample as well. Vine Lasher Kudzu. It gets +1/+1 whenever you play a land. We've got the Kavutai, and when this was type 2, I love this card. It's 2 lands for 2/2, but if you pay its kicker, it gets +3 1/1 counters plus trample, so it'd be 5 for a 5/5 trample. Awesome card, awesome card. Strangaroo Geist 2/1 Haste Undying, so when it dies, it comes back with a 1/1 counter. Drudge Beetle 2/2. You can scavenge it from your graveyard to pump up one of your minions with 2 1/1 counters. Quest for the Gem Blades. You have creatures, they deal damage to other creatures, put a counter on it. Remove the counter, sacrifice it, put 4 1/1 counters on a creature. Druid's Call, enchant creature. Whenever that enchanted creature is dealt damage, its controller puts that many 1/1 squirrel tokens onto the battlefield. You Earth Brawn for pumping up creatures, so I can't believe we won last game. Champion of Lambholds 1/1. When creature power less than champion can't block creatures you control, and then whenever a creature comes to the battlefield under your control, you pump it up. We've got the Fangren Firstborn 4/2. When it attacks, put a 1/1 counter on all your attacking creatures. I can't believe we won that game. It's ridiculous. Penumbra Spider, 2/4 reach. When it dies, you put a 2/4 reach token into play. Thragtusk, it's a 5/3. Come into play, gain 5 life. Leaves play, put a 3/3 beast token on the battlefield. The card is crazy. I would run 4 of those if we could. And then the Doubling Season. We've seen all these tokens, all these +1/+1 counters. Doubling Season doubles all of those. The Essence of the Wild. Creatures you control enter the battlefield as a copy of Essence of the Wild. So that works with your tokens as well. If you get a bunch of tokens in play, they are 6/6 Essences of the Wild. Yeah, it's nuts. And then the Hornet Queen cost a bunch, but it's a 2/2 Flying Death Touch that gives you 4 1/1 Flying Death Touch creatures. It's just amazing to use as blockers. Death Touch means if it does any damage to a creature, no matter how much toughness that creature had, it will die if that damage resolves. So you basically you put this in play, you get 5 awesome blockers that can block the biggest of creatures. Now trample damage will still go through, but the creature will die if it gets hit by that creature with Death Touch, you know, as long as it's not indestructible or whatever. And that is gonna do it, guys, for this episode of Friday Magic. Thanks so much for tuning in. Stay tuned next week for another episode. Hope you have a great weekend. Keep watching and keep owning.